Good morning, YouTube. I am going out walking this morning. I'm trying to do that more now that the weather is nice. I can do a circuit around my block real quickly for about, it takes about 25-30 minutes. Oh, I didn't really think about recording it, but I'm trying to be a little more physical because I work a sedentary job. I don't really do a whole lot in the way of physical activity. So when I'm not doing a whole lot physically at work all day, it really kind of takes a toll on your body. And it's not like I was in the best shape to begin with. So I am gonna huff and puff in this video, just to warn you, simply because I'm out of shape. I'm way out of shape. I know this. Nobody has to point that out to me. I'm also asthmatic. And first thing in the morning is always brutal for me. Good morning. I figured it was easier in the morning to get out and do a walking video than it would be at night. Because by the time I get home from work after working all day, make dinner, take care of the child, do what I gotta do around the house, by like 8 o'clock I'm done. I'm ready for the end of the day. I don't want to get up and exercise. So I figured if I get out and exercise at the beginning of the day, then I might have more energy throughout. So it is a bit chilly this morning. It's only like 43 degrees out here, and I'm in a sweatshirt and I'm a little cold. But I know that once I get walking, I will warm up. So I didn't want to layer too much. I am going to edit this video though, and I'll cut it down to like a couple of minutes of talking, because I don't find it very interesting for somebody to ramble on for 30+ minutes while going for a walk. So I'll just like trim this down to the good bits and then throw that up on YouTube. I haven't done, I considered doing this live, but then again I figured walking video is not going to be all that interesting. So we'll try that. The funny thing is I didn't tell my husband I was going walking this morning. He usually doesn't get out of bed until like 20 after 6, and I'll be back to the house long before that. So it's doubtful he may not even notice that I'm gone. But it's not like I'm gone far. I mean, at this point, well, because I'm on this side of the road, he wouldn't be able to see me. But if I was on the other side of the road and he came out to the balcony, he'd be able to see me. And it's not like I'm not wearing a bright color. I definitely need like a selfie stick or something. Good morning.
Good morning.
There's a lot of people that walk around this neighborhood and run around this neighborhood because all 3 schools are here. So the football stadium is right here next to me, and then we have the track, which is over there in front of me behind the high school. And there is a lot of people that come out here and run the track or run the field, run around the neighborhood. It's what happens when you're in a small town. So everyone kind of congregates in the same place to to exercise. And then excuse me, behind, well, not behind, but across the street from where I live, the YMCA is on that side. So this general area, these general 2 blocks or so, a lot of people come to work out, especially outside. So we may run into more runners and stuff. I had to switch up my hands because my hand is getting cold. Did I mention that it's 43 degrees out here right now? Because it is. I am going at a fairly conservative pace, I would say, because I want to ease into it. This tired old body needs to ease into getting into better shape. It's not easy, especially when you have a full schedule of like working full-time and activities and things like that. It can be easy to lose sight of the things that are important that you need to do to keep yourself healthy. And I tend to do that a lot. But I'm trying to change that, especially after a bit of a health... Oop, I don't want to cover up my camera. Especially after a bit of a health scare that I had not too long ago. There's going to be the problem for me, is holding the camera up high enough. Because unless I'm looking directly at the camera at all times, I'm noticing that, oh, look, it's the sky. I'm going to have to edit this later on and upload it to YouTube. Because by the time I get home, I get showered, I get the child up, and do all of our morning things. I'm not going to have any time to edit this, so I'll have to do that later on. Maybe on my lunch break. Depends on how much I want to do to it. Oh, guess what? There's a pole. Hi, pole! Ugh. I honestly wondered what it was going to be like walking down the street talking to myself, but it doesn't really bother me. I mean, I've already said good morning to one of my neighbors who saw me holding my camera in front of my face and talking to myself, so, you know, I don't care. That's a nice thing about being in your 40s, is it's like your don't care switch gets flipped on, and there's a lot of things that you used to stress about in your 20s and even in your 30s that just don't bother you anymore in your 40s. So, yeah, you kind of get used to that. It's nice. It's nice not stressing about what other people think so much. And I wish there was a way for me to portray that message clearly in a way to young people so that they would understand it, so they could stop stressing so much about what other people think. But just one of those things that it's life experience teaches you. Oh, there's our baseball diamond. There's a lot of sports in this small little block around where we live. Oh, so I'm not breathing as heavy as I was expecting to. But my nose is definitely runny with how cold it is out here. It's definitely very brisk. Very brisk. I can't, my fingers are cold. But anyway, I'm almost back to the house now. And I will chop up this video and cut it down to probably just a couple of minutes. I don't want to bore you guys with my yammering while I'm walking, but it's nice to record while you're walking, kind of fill up your time, talk about stuff. But if this is content that you'd like to see, drop me a comment and I'll make some more. But I hope you guys all have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday, and I will see you next time. Oh, just the last little bit. The robin's nest is still there. We do see them on it daily, but it's silent. So if there's eggs up there, we can't see because there's no way for us to get up high enough to see inside the nest. I can only guess that because they're sitting on it every day, there is eggs in there, but there's no babies yet. It is fairly quiet. So yeah. Hopefully we'll have more of an update later. Okay, bye.